Now, let's get to the big question. Before we start our memory lane down the history of humanitarianism, we have this million-dollar question to answer. For the crises that happened in areas far away from us and affected the people who are so different from us, why do we care? The three leaders in the humanitarian sector offered their own excellent point of view. Let's take a look.
One, I have learned we as human beings have more in common than in difference. So for example, when I worked at the World Bank, I met people from all over the world, same here in the United Nations, but particularly in the World Bank, I lived in China and South Korea, and working with national staff, even though we were brought up in different countries, I realized actually we are very similar. For example, I'm a mother of 2 children. I have the same aspirations as my colleagues have.
Najwa Mekki echoes her sentiment that families are the same wherever you
Your
go.
developed country, or if you live in a developing country, at the end of the day, a child is still a child, a mother is still a mother, a father is still a father, a person with disability will still face similar challenges. So we look at what and this is part of our job as well, we look at what unites us as human beings, and we need to remember what's happening in a country that may not be the same country where we live. There is no guarantee that it won't happen to me. And the world is so interconnected, and the world is so, it's a global village at the end of the day, that what happens in a place like, Bangui, and I was in Bangui just a couple of weeks ago, has repercussions beyond Bangui in the Central African Republic, whether it's in the region or globally. And we see this today on our television screens, what's happening in Gaza and the impact that it's having on campuses across the United States, for example. So the challenges we face, they may be different from one country to another, but the impact and the way they affect us is what unites us, and our ability to deal with that is what unites us. If I can give another example, the climate crisis, for example, it's wreaking havoc around the world, and it's causing wildfires in a lot of places. It's causing floods in other places. It's causing droughts in other places. So it is the way it's impacting people around the world, and the way it's driving and increasing humanitarian needs around the world may be different, from one country to another.